Is gentrification a good thing?
The definition of gentrification is a positive thing. It's turning lower income neighborhood into a middle class neighborhood to improve the residents' lives and infrastructure. That's the definition, dictionary definition. The connotation is negative. The connotation is
pushing people out,
changing the culture that was once there and now reframing it. Yeah, so it's like anybody should want to improve their neighborhood. I think what people don't appreciate is like the colonization aspect of it. Of like, we've been doing block parties here for 20 years and nobody ever gets hurt. And then you are one person, you move here and now you call the cops because you don't like the sound of the music. Right. Well, you should have never moved here if you didn't like the sound of the music because it happens every Sunday, right?
But, so let me be devil advocate real quick, right? Because a lot of people say then, why didn't you buy the neighborhood, right?
No, 100%. And
I think,
and that's
because when you say you, I think that's part of it too. I'm gonna let you finish it, but I think when we hear gentrification, we think that white wealthy people coming into black neighborhoods.
That's what we think.
Take over. That's what we think.
A lot of times they already own the properties though.
But we're not thinking.
But is it possible for
and that's the problem too.
To own the hood?
It is, but you got it. Okay,
I'm sorry, I'm asking two different questions at once. This is shit I got.
It's like they say like don't sell grandma's house, right?
Right.
Like don't sell your home, and because it's like okay. Sell your home and you move to the suburbs. But then when you move to the suburbs, somebody from the suburbs is moving into your neighborhood. So now it's the reverse situation that's happening. So you can look at it from a few different standpoints, but I think the first thing is that you got to have pride in your community. That's why I love Rwanda so much. Because Rwanda not only is the cleanest country in Africa, it's also one of the safest countries in Africa. I think that it's a direct correlation. How you do one thing is how you do everything.
Direct correlation to what?
Okay. If you feel comfortable throwing trash on the street, pissing on the alley, treating your like you gonna feel comfortable robbing somebody. You gonna feel that may seem like an extreme, but it's true. If you feel like I gotta leave this place cleaner than what I saw it, you're gonna think twice about any level of crime.
It changes the whole
dynamic.
It's a mindset.
It changes the whole dynamic. So I always said a lot of our problem in America is our mindset. Because even if you go, I remember the first time I went to South Central and they was driving us through and I was like, when are we going to get to Crenshaw? Because I had seen it in the movies. They're like, we're actually in Crenshaw. It looked like a suburb.
Right, yeah.
Because it's manicured lawns, it's private homes. But of course, it's dangerous and it's gang activity and all of that. But what I'm saying is that people will come from another country and see what we have as a mansion. As an unbelievable opportunity because they was literally sleeping in a hut. We don't have the idea of air conditioning is something that half the world's population doesn't even understand.
Even in England right now, that's why people are dying with
I just missed that.
They don't have
lights. There's 400 million people in Africa that don't have lights.
Wow.
They don't 7 o'clock at night, the night's over. You know what I'm saying? Like the night's over when the sun goes down, literally. So it's like the mindset is a big, big thing. A lot of times we can go to Beverly Hills and turn into a hood because of our mindset. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like it wasn't that Bed-Stuy was a bad neighborhood because obviously they turned into what it is. Yeah. The Harlem, they saw the value in it. So it's like a lot of times we are not necessarily in the worst geographic area. It's the mentality that we have. And like I said, it's just little things like don't on the street or you know what I'm saying? Like just taking pride in something. You see something that's broken, fix it, right? Like how you do one thing is how you do everything and it's a trickle down effect and now the whole community rallied behind it. So another thing in Rwanda, every Sunday they walk as a country and the president walks with them. No cars on Sundays. You would appreciate that. Run chance. They walk every single Sunday. It's like...
And they get out and clean. Every
they get what?
They go outside and clean.
And clean?
It's like the whole country does community service.
Right. Community service. And they get out. You see people sweeping in front of wherever they live. They sweep in the street. It's pristine. Right? Because everybody buys into that mentality.
They take pride in
pride, right? They believe that there's value in where they're at. We don't see where we're living as value. You know when we see value? When somebody puts up a skyscraper. They're like, yo, what they doing here? They looking at it like, yo, y'all been here this whole time. Y'all didn't value it? Wow. We're going to actually show you the value. Then it becomes unaffordable and we're like, yo, what happened, right? let's talk Yankee Stadium. You drive down to Yankee Stadium, you look at Mount Haven, right? You got Mount Haven, and then you got 20 new buildings going up. Wow, they looking at it like, oh,
luxury apartment.
They looking like,
In
oh,
the BX?
that's waterfront property.
Wow.
Right? Long Island City.
Wow, Long Island City is Little Manhattan.
Right?
That's
like,
shit's not even Queens.
It's not Queensbridge. They looking at it like, yo, that's our waterfront property. We can put luxury buildings here. We can change the narrative of how this place is going to be looked
And
at.
it's fly.
It's fly.
It's fly.
But how long has it been there? And they're looking at it like, oh, wait.
That was warehouses like
They looking
15,
at it.
20
That's
years
how
ago.
we seen it. They looking at it as opportunity.
But that's why ownership is so important too, because you don't appreciate what you don't own. Think about it like you lived in an apartment, you live somewhere, you buy a home, it's a difference. Breaks in an apartment, call a super, fix it, fuck it.
Yeah. Break it in your crib.
You break it in your crib, you
different.
different.
You, nigga.
So exactly. So it's like your
It's
street.
more a reflection of you.
If you own that home on the street, you're gonna be looking at everything that happens on the streets. The dog. If you just have an apartment, you might not care. Fuck it, I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna look. So that's why ownership is so important too. Because when you don't own it, your mindset is different. Yeah. When you own some, you have a different level because you fully invested. You got skin in the game. You look at it differently.
You watching everybody, right? You watching the neighbors. That's when you really invested in the kids. Like, yo, what they doing outside? Hey, they playing outside? Like, let me go talk to them. Can we go help them?
Community watch.
That's it, right? I'm trying to tell you.
What's community? What's it? Neighborhood community?
We got the neighborhood
The
watch.
HOA be strict.
Yeah, we got
Talking
I'm telling
crazy.
you,
Who is this guy?
if a kid is going down the street on a motorcycle, like there's a whole neighborhood watch. Yo, did y'all see that bike? Like, what y'all talking about? Did you see the bike? Like, yeah, I mean, they're driving pretty fast down our street. Maybe we should put speed bumps. I'm like,
I want to get down with neighborhood.
But there's
watch.
value in those conversations, though, to an extent.
I'm not there yet. I'm like, yo, if y'all can waste my time on another one of these texts, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a kid. He's testing his bike out. Why do we need speed bumps?
Well, no, not that part.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying it'd be the most random thing. You know what I'm saying? But that's part of it because again, we're all homeowners in that space, and we're looking like, can this devalue the neighborhood, or is it going to keep the appreciation in the neighborhood up? But schools are important too.
Okay, let me
that's important. We forget that part, but like, I'm not moving to somewhere if the schools aren't great. Why?
Right.
Because my kids got to go up there. They got to grow up. We got to figure out how the education system, because if that's not great, and that again goes into the taxes as well, if we're not having those type of conversations, then we're really being misinformed, right? So like when you're looking at inner city schools, they're like, oh, they're not the best schools. Well, who's doing the rating on it? Who's giving them the resources, right? Like, how are we making sure that our kids are going to even wherever they live, are going to the best places that are going to help them out in the future?
So let me ask you, right?
Yeah.
I asked you this earlier, but in a different way. Now, I'm a guy who never been to Africa, but everyone is telling me, including Akon. Akon has been, he's been waving the Africa flag. The whole continent. I don't even know if they got a flag, but we're going to make it one. The whole continent.
That's a big fact.
And he's been telling, go back to Africa, invest, like, you know what I mean? And I believe he said it on this show. He said if every African American was to go back to Africa, they would live 10 times better over there. This is according to him, right? Okay. So now, taking his advice, now asking y'all, if a person never been to Africa, they want to go there, they want to own their house or invest in their house and maybe Airbnb it when they're not there, and what would be the place? What would be the place you guys recommend first?
The entry to Africa is Ghana.
Ghana.
That's the entry to Africa. Okay. It's one of the closest places because it's on the West Coast. It's very familiar. You feel like you're in the Caribbean. It's a vibe. Everybody speaks English. So you won't feel like out of place.
Okay.
It's very safe.
Okay.
It's not aggressive. People are not aggressive, running up on you every 10 minutes asking for money.
Right.
Ghana is the entry to Africa.
Okay. When you mean entry, like entry level?
If you first go into Africa,
first place.
My recommendation, that should be the first place you go to.
Okay.
Like to acclimate to the content.
To get your feet on the ground.
Yeah.
And now, opportunity. There's opportunities there. Kenya is where it's at. Kenya is where it's at, man. Kenya is so dope, bro. Nairobi, Kenya is a vibe, bro. Like some of the best food. It's a very metropolitan area. Then you got the safari like 20 minutes away. So you got the animals, you got the skyscrapers, you got people from all over the world. It's super diverse.
Yeah, within an 8-mile stretch, you got the Serengeti. and you got the Masai Mara, right? Like two of the most prestigious places on earth that you can think for wildlife in the same country.
That's crazy.
Right? You got white sand beaches, right? Like you said, it's a tech hub.
It's Kenya?
Kenya, Nairobi specifically.
Okay.
You got white sand beaches on the coast, right? Think of the coastal properties. Like you said, tech hub is when my ears start sparking. Because I'm like, wait, if they're thinking about tech, they're thinking about growth.
Right.
Talk about affordability. We went to a luxury building, bro. This is no joke. No joke.
A lot of shit. Pool on the balcony.
3,300 square feet. Pool on your balcony. We looking at each other like, yo, how much you think this is? I'm like, nah, it's probably like maybe $1 million. We asked the lady. She was like, yeah, this is going for $2,500 a month. It's $250 to buy.
Yo, it's a pool on the balcony, not a hot tub. Not a hot tub. A pool. A pool on your balcony. Wrap around 360 balcony. Yo,
crazy.
Different.
Nairobi? Okay, I'm in.
Tomorrow.
Crazy, bro.
Super. And then you know, we got to go to Ethiopia. That's the next place we got to go to. Because I've been hearing great things about Ethiopia also.
Not Nigeria. Here, Nigeria.
Nigeria is very aggressive.
Are they scamming out there?
Shout out to Nigeria. Shout out to Nigeria. Shout out to Nigeria. You know, David O, the whole team, we connected with them out there, Bizzle. But Nigeria is like, all right, if you first come to America and you go to Brooklyn, that's the first place you go to. You might not be fully acclimated to deal with that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You might take that as that's the whole concept.
This is exactly how New York City is.
Exactly. Nigeria is very, you know how I said Ghana is not aggressive?
Right.
Nigeria is very aggressive.
And very fast paced. Right. So it's two different things. I mean, Nigeria has over 200 million people, right? Like by 2050, it'll have more people in the country than the entire United States.
Gee.
Like the population is increasing. It's crazy. So, I mean, Lagos is very fast paced. There's a lot going on.
Where DeVito from?
Yeah.
I hear a lot of good things about that.
Boy. But shout out to Nigeria, like I said,
dope.
They got a lot going on, but it's just, you just gotta, it's like double dutch, right? Like you gotta catch your rhythm.
Oh, I ain't ready for that. I know what you meant by that. I ain't ready for that.
So Nigeria, again, English speaking.
Nairobi and
Nairobi.
First one?
So we were in Accra. He said Kigali, Rwanda is dope.
Yeah.
We were just in Morocco. We spent some time in Morocco.
The hash there is fantastic. I'm just being honest.
Morocco, super dope vibe. Different because it's
very different.
It's not like
French Montana from there, right?
Yeah.
We sat down with them like the day before we went.
So it's not. They got like sub-Saharan Africa and Saharan Desert Africa, right? So Saharan Desert Africa is more an Arab type.
It feels
of
Middle Eastern. And it has the French influence there.
Right, exactly. So, you know, Africa, like when we think of Africa as far as like black people, that's sub-Saharan Africa. So when we've been to Morocco, Egypt, Morocco got a lot going on. Morocco is a beautiful country, great weather. They got a lot of opportunities there for sure. So Morocco definitely is a place that...
And they got the World Cup coming.
Yeah, they getting busy. And Rwanda is a hidden gem. Yo, Rwanda is one of the most beautiful places I've ever been to in my life. Like Speed, I show Speed. He went there. He was like,
blown away.
That was his favorite place. Yo, it's so beautiful, bro. Like you see the mountains. You see we went to the gorilla trekking. We went with the gorillas.
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. Y'all out of line.
Nah, you saw it?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
he was
I forgot that
like
one.
he was right.
Oh my God.
Silverback like right here.
That's wild.
Nah, that was crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that was crazy. I mean, those are the English speaking ones, but we've been to like.
How about
Wait,
South
the gorillas
Africa?
spoke English?
No.
I've been to South Africa. It was dope.
I'm saying countries. Like
okay,
Frankfurt.
right.
We gotta go to
But I know they got a lot of
We're
turmoil
right now.
Yeah.
But I went to Cape Town
They
and
said South
Johannesburg.
Africa is
That's the place.
It's the most American. Like you feel like you're kind of in America. Like
Johannesburg felt like if it was New York in the 80s.
Yeah.
Like that's the vibe that I got. But I mean in a
Cape
good
Town?
way.
How was Cape
Which
Town?
way? Like you said in the
Like the city, like in a
the
good way,
vibe.
in a good way, the vibe.
Okay,
Yeah,
How was
New York
Cape
and
Town?
different.
Cape Town was beautiful. It was like
They said
Miami
Cape Town.
but with mountains.
They say Cape Town is
Beautiful.
something different.
But every time we went out, and we were a group of dudes, they were like, "Don't stay out at night." And I'm like,
That's what
we're a bunch of dudes. Like, what's gonna happen? Everybody told us that.
Yeah, that's
Be
the rap.
mindful. No, you gotta be mindful.
Ghana's not like that. Ghana, you stay out till 6 o'clock in the morning. It's no problem.
what Ghana?
It's no problem at all.
Yeah, we was
Nairobi, right?
We was in Benin,
That's Kenya.
That's Kenya. I'm
which is French speaking, but
Okay.
Benin, I mean, you can feel like there's a change happening, right? Politics is a real thing. Leadership is a real thing. We were in Guinea.
Okay.
So, I mean, Guinea has potential, but you can see like there's opportunities that can happen there.
Right.
Côte d'Ivoire.
That's another spot that is slept on.
Senegal.
Yeah, shout out. Yo,
Akon.
That's it.
No,
Nah, that's
yeah.
baby.
And my man
Yeah.
Etienne. Etienne's from Senegal.
Yeah. So we was in
Yeah.
Dakar.
Yeah.
How about Liberia? You been in
I
Liberia?
haven't been
been.
there yet. I heard they got the best jollof rice, actually, because we went
I
to
was about to
Senegal.
ask y'all that rice.
The jollof rice wars is real.
Right. Yeah.
The 3 places that we went to major is for jollof rice is Nigeria, Ghana, and
Senegal. Yeah.
So they all are different. Senegal, they kind of have a cheat code because they put fish in there. They put all types of crazy in there. So their rice is like a jambalaya. It's like a jambalaya. But man, it
Like
was,
a paella.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was
Very
good.
similar.
It was good.
Yeah.
good.
I don't want to offend anyone, so they're all great. They all great.